Hello and welcome to Superhumanity. I'm Tanner Scott, and this is my podcast where we'll talk about life through the lens of comic books. If you like what you're hearing, feel free to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Superhumanity. I am here with my friend Cooper Maughan. Cooper, welcome to the show.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
Dude, I'm super excited. I met Cooper at work, and he was one of the few guys who could actually have a great conversation with me about DC Comics. I've always loved that about you. You're so great.
Thank you. Love that about you too. It's been fun.
It has been fun. A while ago, we got together and watched Blue Beetle. That was the first time I'd seen it. That was fun.
One of my favorite movies. I love it so much.
It's so great. Jaime Reyes, bro. He's a
Blue
beast.
Beetle's one of my favorite characters too, so it's just extra fun, extra special.
Have you ever heard of World's Finest?
I have heard of World's Finest.
Have you ever read it?
I haven't, no.
I've been reading a little bit of the 2022 World's Finest by Mark Waid, and it had a little bit of Blue Beetle in there. It's good. It's good stuff.
I'll have to take a look at that.
It's super fun. So today we want to talk about the show My Adventures with Superman. But before we get into that, I wanted to just quickly give a shout out to Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, the book, because you're reading that book right now.
I am reading that book right now.
What do you think of this book?
So far, it's amazing. I'm only about 2-3 chapters in, but the amount of just emotion from Supergirl, and you just see things from her point of view, and it's such a good book. I don't know how to put it in words, but I'm loving it so far. I am a little scared for what's about to happen.
It's gnarly.
Supergirl is about to find the spoiler. She's about to find the guy who killed Crypto. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited for it.
I read Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow for the first time last year. I just immediately fell in love. The artist and the colorist, they're both Brazilian.
Oh.
So super cool. And Tom King, the author, is an ex-CIA, anti-terrorist officer guy. Crazy lore, right? The first episode of this show was going to originally be about Supergirl, but then I had my brother on and we talked about All-Star Superman, which you're also going to read.
I'm also going to read that too.
So good. Have you heard of DC's New Frontier?
I haven't.
Okay, so I just bought the compact comic on Thursday, and I read the whole thing yesterday. It's the story of, right after World War II, superheroes are kind of, illegal, and it's, the formation of the Justice League in the Silver Age. Dude, it's just so good. I don't know how to explain it, but it's, one of the most inspiring, hopeful books ever. It was actually, super pro-America in, the good ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because it showed a lot of, corrupt people, but the idea was, the Justice League represent, what's good in America, hope. And, Superman's an alien, and Wonder Woman is also not American. Martian Manhunter. I love the Justice League because everyone's from everywhere, but, I think that's super fresh, the whole, American dream of, being an actual, melting pot. It's, that's low-key the Justice League.
For real.
It's so good. And the art is by Darwin Cook, and it has the coolest, retro. Okay, picture this. You've seen The Incredibles, right?
I have seen The Incredibles, yeah.
You know that poster of Mr. Incredible when he's looking up at the sky?
Mm-hmm.
And it's that epic, would you call that Art Deco? What's that style?
Oh, that's a good question.
You guys know what we're talking about. It's that dope poster style, kind of vintage retro. The whole book looks like that. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so great. Anyways, DC New Frontier, super awesome. But today we're here to talk about the GOAT of all GOATs, Superman. We were just talking earlier about how you've seen the 2025 Superman movie a million times.
I've seen it every other week.
Yeah.
It's just part of my schedule, part of how I go about college right now, and it's so good. It makes me cry every time.
It's so good. When do you cry in the movie? Is it always the same part?
It usually has the same few parts. So at the very end when Clark's watching the video of his parents, and
oh, it's so good.
It's so good. Well, Punk Rocker's playing that part.
I love that song.
I also cry. Recently, I've been starting to cry when he's talking to Lois, and there's the whole giant alien kaiju behind them that Green Lantern and Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific are fighting.
The Dimensional Imp.
the dimensional imp.
Yeah.
And Clark is just like, they haven't figured out. I'm going to go find the dog. It's like, but it's just a dog. He's like, I know, but he's probably alone and he's scared. It gets me every time.
I can see it's getting you right now. It's so good. It's so great.
The third part that never fails to make me cry is when Lex and Superman are in the command center,
Mm-hmm.
and Lex is lecturing Superman about, like, I've done all this just so I can kill you.
Yeah.
And you're not even human. And Superman turns around and he's like, that's where you're wrong. I'm more human than anybody. I feel. I have emotions. Like,
Despite not knowing what to do, I get up every morning and put one foot in front of the other. I screw up all the time. That is being human. Oh, it's so good, dude.
Good.
Dude, I love it's so good. Have you seen the behind the scenes of James Gunn directing that scene?
I have. Yeah.
So sick. Dude,
so awesome.
So great. So this is like a perfect segue. In 2023, before the DCU was like really up and going, I mean, it kind of was, I think, but there's a show called My Adventures with Superman. It released on Adult Swim, which is like low-key weird because it's like, I associate Adult Swim with way edgier stuff. My Adventures with Superman is not edgy, but it's animated by Studio Mir.
I believe it's rated for a kid's show.
Yeah, I think it is. They might say like, I don't want to swear, my mom's gonna watch this. So it's done by Studio Mir. If any of you guys have seen like Voltron or Legend of Korra as well, that's the same studio that animated it. So it's not anime, but it's anime inspired. There's a lot of visuals that are like totally, like, I tried calling it an anime and my wife didn't let me get away with that. But like, it's definitely anime tangential or like peripheral, I guess. It is, so it came out in 2023. There's 2 seasons right now. They're working on a 3rd season. Should be coming out soon. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I'm excited now.
Bro, season 3. They say it's this year, but we haven't heard anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, season 3 should be coming out. The story covers kind of Clark Kent's like pretty much origin story of choosing to be Superman. And it's just such a fascinating take on the character. There are a lot of things that are really like alternative, which we can get into, but at the core, it really is about how Clark just wants to help people and be a good guy. And so my thesis for what the show does so well is that like Superman 2025, James Gunn, was like the official reconstruction of Superman. You know, he's no longer Henry Cavill. He's not the Zack Snyder depressed Superman. He's like young. He likes being Superman. He loves helping people. But I think the unofficial secret reconstruction, like resurrection of the true hopeful Superman, was this show. Like, what do you think about that?
I think that's a good way to put it, because there are some things I feel like Cavill's Superman did do some things right in terms of like where Clark came from, why he chooses to be good. Mm-hmm. I feel like it does get some things wrong, but I feel like this show really goes further. It really like makes you see Clark is just a good guy. Like, he will always do what is right, even when everyone is expecting him to do something wrong.
Yeah.
And he's gonna mess up, sure. But one of my favorite things is when Jimmy's like, Lois knows you told her, but you didn't tell me your secret? Like, you broke the door handle our freshman year in college. Like, how did you not think that I knew you were Superman?
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, there are some things where it's like, he's Clark. He's gonna mess things up. He's gonna have fun, but he's always going to try to help and to protect Lois and Jimmy and everyone that he can.
There's this great scene where they're in like a red sun dome, like in like this zone where he basically doesn't have powers as much. And there's like this evil robot that's about to shoot Lois. And so like him even being weakened, like dives in front of the laser fire and like totally blocks Lois. And she's like, how did you know that like you weren't gonna, what did she say?
How did you know you were bulletproof?
Yeah. How did you know you were bulletproof? And he's like, I didn't. I just knew you weren't. It's like, bro, that is Superman right there. Oh, it's so good. It's so cool. The something I think that Superman does really well in like 2026 now. In the 2020s, like right now, Superman is totally an immigrant. Have you read Superman Smashes the Klan?
I haven't. I need to.
Dude, it really goes into that. It's all about, it's like, it parallels the story of a Chinese American moving to Metropolis and Superman like living on Earth. Really great story. Something that My Adventures with Superman does so well is it shows how lonely it can be being Superman. Because loneliness is totally a thing. Like you could say it's one of the biggest problems we have right now as at least in American society. Like the epidemic of loneliness, that's so real. And so I love how there's the loneliness of Superman, and then there's also the whole idea where I love Lex Luthor's claim in the show that Earth is for Earthlings. Because it's like, dude, that is like when the main character is Superman, you can see how evil it is to say Earth is only for Earthlings, you know? Which is just like saying any country is only for people who live there. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's so fascinating the take on like Superman is good because yes, he's American, but also because he's from somewhere else. You know? I don't know. What do you think about that?
So it's really interesting. I was looking for a quote. I'm reading this book for my applications and biostats class. It's called Deaths of Despair and the Future of Capitalism.
Oh my.
It's a really good book.
Yeah.
But it talks about this loneliness epidemic and how it's leading to greater rates of deaths of despair, especially in America. And I think kind of I don't know if this podcast is just for DC, but
Let's do it. Everything.
one of the best shows that I've watched this year has been Wonder Man.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Okay, you keep going. I love that show.
Something that really impressed me is when Trevor, he's talking and he's using the words of Simon's mom. And he says, like, we're all less alone. Like, because of movies, that's Simon's escapade. That's what he likes to go into. Like, because of movies, Simon feels less alone.
Yeah.
But I think there's such an interesting thing going on. There's another book that there's a lot of things that I'm planning to read that
This is great.
We're getting it all on the table. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't read everything, or I've at least looked at a lot of the stuff that we're talking about. But
Yeah.
one book that I've started to read that I need to read a lot more of is called Bowling Alone.
I've heard of that. Go into that.
And it's, from what I can tell, from what I've read so far, it's talking about how there's been a degradation in third places for a lot of Americans. So, like, our first place is home, second place is work.
The third place would be like the bowling alley.
Third place would be like the bowling alley, church, a bar.
Yeah, I've heard of this. Keep going.
And so this book goes into the third areas, the third places, they're going away. So for a lot of people, and the majority of people right now, they only have home and they only have work, if that. They might only have home.
Yeah, but there's definitely no third places.
There's so few third places.
Yeah.
And it's hard because when we don't have that third place, like we talk all the time about, we have our work friends and
Yeah.
we might not have, there's a lot of people who don't have much more than that.
Yeah.
And I think Superman, My Adventures with Superman kind of shows that a little bit of, like, there's Steve Lombard, one of my favorite.
Dude, love him.
Love him so much. Steve and Jimmy, you see them start out as just work acquaintances, but Jimmy's Flamebird, and I forget Steve's.
Oh, he's the opposite of Flamebird. He's the Flamebird hater. Can't remember his name.
D1 Flamebird hater.
Yeah.
But you see them, I don't know if it would be too risky to say, like, they actually become friends by the end. Like, they stand up for each other. They do so much. I mean, we met at work.
Yeah.
But
now we're here.
Yeah.
This is our third place.
We don't work together.
Yeah.
This is our third place. We hang out with each other every now and then. It's awesome.
It's great.
And I think the more we can do that, the more we can have third places, the more we can just, I don't know, get outside of ourselves and
Yeah.
just be with other people, be part of something, be part of a group, be part of a cause.
And I think this is so wonderful because that's what the show My Adventures with Superman like really does. Like Superman's refusal to quit being so good and such a bright light totally brings people together. That's the whole end of the second season. Like everyone who was a villain becomes a good guy because of Superman.
Except for Brainiac.
Well, except for Brainiac, yeah. But like, dude, Brainiac is so good in that show. He's such a good. We can get into that, but you know he's gonna be the villain in Superman 2 in 2027.
I did.
Man of
I
Tomorrow.
did see that. It's gonna be so awesome.
I'm so excited.
I'm also so excited for the Supergirl movie because it's coming out for my birthday too. So
Your birthday is June 26th?
June 23rd.
Oh, okay, you told me that. Dude, I'm so excited for Supergirl. I mean, it's a direct adaptation of that book, Woman of Tomorrow. But yeah, in My Adventures with Superman, I think you really get to see, like, more than just truth, justice in the American way. I think that Superman really stands for truth, justice. People say, like, the way of tomorrow, or it's just a better way.
Yeah. Well, and like truth, justice in the American way was really only for like, because I've done a little bit of reading on it, and I think it was only for like World War II and the Superman 1978 movie.
Okay, cool. It's good to know.
And so like since then it's been like truth, justice, and tolerance,
Yeah.
truth, justice, and love. And I think for the last 10 years it's been truth, justice, and better tomorrow.
Yeah. Because what it is, it's about connecting. Like, I really love how you brought in Wonder Man 1, and then the deaths of despair and the future of capitalism. That sounds super cool. And then Bowling Alone. These are all great studies of like what tears us apart and what needs to bring us together. I love how what Superman means to people now is he's like becoming a third place almost. Like especially online, or I was at the nerd store recently and like Superman Day is coming up April 18th. So excited.
So excited.
It's gonna be so sick.
fun.
Dude, they're giving out free stuff at the nerd store. You should come. Nerd store, April 18th. Free stuff on Superman Day. Shout out to them.
Well, just to be clear, we are not sponsored.
Obviously not sponsored, but it's a great place.
They're just getting a free plug. It's awesome.
I know, it's awesome. It's great. I just love Superman. I'm glad that you came on because, Cooper, I think you have such a great holistic view of what's actually good and what's bad. I think more than most people, you're willing to look past what things are called and think about what they actually are. And I really like that. So I'm glad that we were able to talk about Superman and what it means to be good and how to beat the biggest villain in a lot of people's life right now is really like loneliness, you know? So like the real super thing to do is to be the third place. Like it wasn't that good of a question actually. I'm gonna rephrase it.
It was a good question. I got
so I'm
sidetracked by my own thoughts.
thinking the real super thing to do is to become the third place for other people. A better question is like, how do you think we should do that?
How do we become the third place?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like an old head.
Do it.
We need to get out.
Yeah.
Like that's been one of my goals for the last couple of years is just to get out more. Whether I just like wander around Barnes and Noble or a comic shop, don't even buy anything. I feel like I get more enjoyment out of being outside of my apartment, just being outside doing something. Occasionally I'll walk with no AirPods, no music.
Yeah.
It's great being at college especially because I'm a senior in my department in my major. There's so many people that I know and recognize. And so when I'm walking like through the building, if I'm walking without my AirPods in, like I see so many more people and I get to say hi to so many more people. And it just helps me feel more connected.
Mm-hmm. I love it. There's this great scene at the end of All-Star. I don't know if I should spoil it for you. I'm not going to spoil it.
I've seen the comic adaptation movie.
Okay.
Like the animated movie.
So you've seen the movie?
I've seen the movie. I haven't read the full comic yet.
But you've seen the part where Lex Luthor gives himself superpowers.
Yeah.
And then he's able to see what Superman sees, and realizing that, like once he can see what Superman sees, he's like, it's actually just us. Like we're all we have. Like you can look through the entire universe and what we have is humanity. And I think that, first of all, for anyone who doesn't know Cooper is the opposite of an old head. So what you're doing is actually, it's a hot take. Not a hot take, but it's a forward-looking, fresh take. And I think we do need to get out. And that's like the whole Just the getting
I mean,
out.
just find stuff to do. I mean, I go to a lot of, because we're at school in Utah, I go to a lot of RSL games. I go to a lot of Salt Lake Royals games.
Dude, sick.
Watch more women's sports. What can I say? But sports is something that also helps me to feel more connected to other people because I'm from Washington myself, and
Yeah.
I'm a huge Seattle sports fan. I also have half my family is from Boston or from the Boston area. Not from Boston. They're from New England. Very particular, but they're not very particular. I am.
Yeah.
I'm also a huge Boston sports fan.
Yeah.
So being able to find other people on campus or around who, if they're a Boston Red Sox fan, we have something in common. We can talk about something, and I don't know. We just need to find things that help us to feel less alone. For me, that's sports. Like sports and comics are like my two.
I love it.
I geek out so much over them. I will say with sports though, I'm a jack of all trades sports fan. Like I know the rules for soccer, football, basketball, wrestling, golf, cricket. Like I can sit down and watch any of those and be happy. And so just being able to find people who are willing to just sit down. There's so many Yankees fans here on campus. Which love them and hate them at the same time. But
love that.
being able to just sit down and talk with some people is just so refreshing.
That's what we need.
And even if it's like Red Sox, Yankees, we can both agree the Dodgers need to lose. Like that's something we can
always come together. I love that. I love that. You know, when I first started the show, I called it Superhumanity because I wanted there to be episodes like this. This is exactly what I've been looking for, and it actually means so much to me that you've come on the show and you've had such a wonderful conversation with me. I think we can start wrapping up because like this has just been awesome. Be the third place for other people. Be like Superman. Read Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Goated. And next week, 18th, is Superman/Supergirl Day this year. It's both of them.
Holla.
So thank you guys so much for listening. Cooper, do you have any last thoughts?
Do good, be gooder.
Boom. That's it. Love you guys. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time. Take care. Thank you so much for listening. You can follow me on Instagram at TannerMScott_ for more details on what I'm working on and what I'm reading. I will see you guys next time on Superhumanity.